Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Air Force Falcons offense will go on the attack first. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He'll toss it. There he goes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense
turning it on.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll pull it on the read. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Got the 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now the pitch. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Boom. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Sticks it in his belly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make, breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within 1. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Warner. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum.
Into the secondary on the right. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just keeps slinging it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on second down for this offense. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he...
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Roberson. Got it to mid. On that one, he's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw for it. Scrambling away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a little space.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Latham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas. plays, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. Fourth down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They'll try to tack one more on their score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Warner. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Bulldogs come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Latham.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Well, there's always football on the bad pitch.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, you know, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Air Force.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Warner. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing.
He wants to go deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to pick up yardage. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. 25. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Working that left side now. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets the back moving on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He's going for it all. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On target. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Back to throw, it's Warner. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
He'll throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Using his legs to buy some time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Backed up now, here's second and long.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires to the middle. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've built a little Week 4.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Trying the left side. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Now, 4th down.
And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. And it's no good. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Warner. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He leaves it with his back. Headed to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.